Hi everybody, welcome back once again to the channel. Thank you very much for joining us once again. If you're new to the channel, guys, please make sure that you hit that subscription button and the notification bell so that you can be notified every time when we upload a new session. So today we're going to be looking at 2021 trial exam from the Gauteng province, and we're going to look at this section on algebra. Without wasting any time, let's get straight to it. All right, so the question says calculate the maximum value of s if s is equal to 6 divided by x squared plus 2. Okay, so the key word in this question is find the maximum value. Right, so if you take a look at s, it's a fraction, right? We have 6 divided by x squared plus 2. So obviously in this fraction we are simply being asked what is the x value that you can substitute here so that at the end you get the maximum value of this fraction, which is s. Okay, so very important in a fraction. For any fraction to result in a maximum value, it must be divided by what? It must be divided by the smallest value possible. Okay, so it means that our denominator must be very small. Okay, so that's the idea, because if the denominator is very small, then it ensures that the resulting answer is actually big, right? Remember, when you divide more, you reduce it, but when you divide by less, the resulting answer will be more. Okay, so that's the notion there, guys. So there are two ways you can solve this question. I'm just going to show you these two ways. So obviously we need to know what is the x value here that will ensure that we actually get the maximum value for s, right? So you can see that our denominator, it's actually a function, right? This is a quadratic function, right? So your parabola, so if you go and sketch it, it's gonna look like this. Okay, so this is the graph of x squared plus 2. Okay, so you can see that actually this graph actually has the minimum value. What is the minimum x value in this graph? Okay, so you can see it's turning at 0 and 2. Can you see? This is the minimum, okay, value of the graph. Okay, so when that graph is minimum, what is the x value? The x value is actually what? Is actually 0. Okay, can you see? Then obviously it's turning, the minimum value of the graph is equals to 2. So when that graph is equals to 2, that's when it will be the smallest. That's the minimum value of the graph. So that's the idea there. So you can just go and replace there by 2. Then you get s equals to 6 divided by 2. Then you get your answer of what? Of 3. Okay, so someone might choose to say, okay, maybe you want to substitute this x value that is minimum, the smallest x value of the graph that will make the graph to be the smallest is when x is equals to 0. So if you go and substitute 6 divided by 0 squared plus 2, so it will still give you 6 over 2, which will give you what? 3. So 3 will be the maximum value of s. Okay, so this is the first method. Okay, so the second method would be us using calculus, right? Calculus actually to find the answer. Remember when they say find the maximum, it's about optimization now, right? So if it's maximum, it means that we have to rethink about how do we maximize things, how do we minimize things, right? So obviously in this case we are saying for this s to be maximum, this x squared plus 2 must be minimum, right? Must be smallest as possible. Okay, so it means what we want to do is we want to maximize, right? Maximize s. How do we maximize s? By minimizing x squared plus 2. Okay, what is the minimum value of x squared plus 2? That's the notion. So you can just go there to say, okay, because you want to minimize this equation x squared plus 2, what would you do? You have your equation, then you just go and derivate it, right? So d over dx, it will give us what? It will be 2x. Okay, then you equate your first derivative to 0. You solve for x. You actually realize the x that will minimize that graph, it's when x equals to 0. Okay, that is when you are using calculus. If you don't want to sketch the graph, you can just derivate that denominator, equate it to 0, solve for that x that will actually minimize. Okay, so x equals to 0, so we know that s is maximum when x equals to 0. All right, so s will be 6 over, you substitute 0 squared plus 2, then you get your answer. S is equals to what? Is equals to 3. Okay, I hope you find this helpful. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. See you soon. Bye.